ladies, gentlemen, mostly gentlemen probably, if I had to guess. Boys and girls, hopefully not, since I do swear a lot. We are at the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania 30. I would hope that a lot of the traffic comes to this video and the pay-per-view, so if I could explain. Reiterate again also as well that this is not only just the last Raw of this will be the last Raw of TEW 2020. This will be the last TV show of its kind before the save moves to TEW 2020. And there's a lot to unpack. So you know what? I've grandstanded enough. I've over-dramatized enough. We are in the last stretch, the final Raw before WrestleMania. And let's get this shit underway. Triple H comes out with the Miz in tow. This is a sight we haven't seen in at least a month's time. And Triple H goes, now I know what Shane said. I know what Shane's done. This battle royal for SmackDown, for the general manager position, that's fine. I've gave my position on SmackDown long ago. But if you want to know why I accepted tonight's match, is to prove a point. I told Miz right here I would team with him tonight in our main event. Me and him versus Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston before WrestleMania. We're dead set on this. I am dead set on keeping control of this company. I may have been dishonest. I may have lied. But if you know me, that shouldn't be any fucking surprise to you. I'm the game. I'm the king of kings. And I will always run this shit. Yes, technically I am not CEO. But what Shane failed to mention is just the papers. All that needs to be signed by me to put me back in that position. I just need to be signed on Monday night. As soon as I beat Kofi Kingston, I'm going to walk back there and I'm going to sign those papers. I'm going to do what needs to be done. Kofi, you're going to have to put me in a fucking hospital to stop this shit. You and Daniel Bryan, all these other guys have run around here. You know what? I lied. I'll admit it. This isn't about sports entertainment. This isn't about wrestling. This isn't about big man good, little man bad. This is about me. Because in this business, a select few get to the top. You don't think I see the comments on the internet? You don't think I see everything anyone says about me? To some people, I'm the savior of this business. I'm the future. And then to other people, I'm the barrier. I'm worse than Cena. But you know what? You could take all of that and shove it up your fucking ass. Because now I'm the present. And in my world, in my present, people like The Miz and people who can come up to me and know and give me the respect that I've earned, that I've bled in, I've sweated respect. That's a very odd phrase, but they know that by doing that, that earns them the favor. And Miz grabs the mic and goes, Triple H, I accepted this match, but I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring the dynasty back, but I don't think it will ever come back. And you know, I know we've bonded really over these last few months, but you know what? I have something that you weren't able to get at No Way Out, and that's this title. You tried to screw me like you did Kofi. Well, that's not going to happen in The Miz. If anyone's doing the screwing, it's me. And the audience laughs a little bit because they're fucking kids. I run this as long as I have this. You can have your own little world up in Titan Towers, but on Monday Night Raw, the A-lister runs the show. I am Monday Night Raw. I am the show. There's no A-list, B-list. I am the list. So let's do what needs to be done tonight, and we can settle that shit out later. And they both, it's very tense. The two heels, not fond of each other. But for one night, they put aside those differences again to reunite, all things considered. And in our first match of the evening, very surprising considering how Kane is, that Evan Bourne defeats Kane in 1803 with a shooting star press. During this match, Kane tries to choke slam. I already forgot the name of the goddamn blow-up doll. Tries to choke slam the blow-up doll. I'm fucking stupid. Of the body pillow. Evan Bourne he hulks up in a rage. He uses the body pillow. He slaps Kane with it. I don't know why it would hurt, but it hurts Kane. Probably because he's old and he fucking sucks. Evan Bourne then hits the shooting star press. Massive win for Evan Bourne. But then after the match, Big Show runs down. Sports Entertainment Security. They get their heel heat back. They grab each, Yujiro Pimp, or Yujiro Takahashi, Yujiro Pimp. Great fucking talking, my Tyler. They grab each other. They eat each of them, and they choke slam Air Harem down onto the mat. WrestleMania pre-show. Number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. Will Air Harem pick up the upset win? Or will one of the Dynasty's former assets get a title shot? And next up we have, really sad considering, I'm going to assume it was Time that really dinged this. I feel like Time should be a little, helped. At least, I think it should work for the main, this is just out of kayfabe at this point, just because it's okay, so there's 3 100s and 199, and it got an 89. If they wrestled this quality, it should just be 100. Alright? Well, for tag teams, I feel like you should lower that because chemistry has that, so a little lowered, understandable. Maybe that is what is happening right here, but I'm going to click over here on a dirt sheet, and it's going to be capped for short match length. If this is the main event of a pay-per-view, absolutely, I totally agree. 18 minutes, kind of pushing it, especially for a WWE product, but this is like a performance over pop thing. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially with these two things. But you know what it is. But in a fantastic match. Absolutely fantastic. Perfect Fortunes pick up a much-needed momentum win over the Motor City Machines in 1813. Ted DiBiase Jr. doubles hit the Dream Street zigzag combo onto Shelley for the win. Amazing match. Crowd absolutely buzzing with this after watching Kane plod around for 18 fucking minutes. And then after that, we have Gail Kim and J Paige go at it. Gail Kim returning to the ring, shaking off some ring rust with a 59. But J Paige, J Paige has done really fucking well. She was over, kind of, in FCW. I did just get it on the network. So now that it's on the network, I feel people are going to get more over than it was on whatever fucking station it was. But Gail Kim hits the octopus, locks the octopus stretch in, makes Paige tap out in 10:53. And no Coven Brawl for the 18th fucking time in a row is we have Katie Lee walking down the hall. The lights flicker and Astrid is behind her. This has happened before, but this time Katie Lee turns around and looks at her dead in the eye. She's not scared anymore. Katie Lee knows it's because she's set and she's determined. She's to win that title at WrestleMania. The world of the women's division, the women's division as a whole, is counting on this. Counting on her winning the belt on this. God, I fucking suck. But she is determined. She is dead set on winning that title. She will do whatever it takes. And these two will meet at WrestleMania to determine who is the Divas champion. And after that, 3 men who are going to team at the WrestleMania pre-show, Alex Riley and Dragon Aces, have a tough road ahead of them. Not in this match because they beat Bo Dallas in Crime Time, which is fucking easy. But, after the match, we get a promo segment. Wow, Alex Riley did really fucking good. I sometimes forget who. I usually sometimes try to cheese the system, so I forget who can actually cut a promo or not. Alex Riley gets on the microphone, and he's hyped up. He's intense. This is the new Alex Riley. He has transformed over the series of The Save, and he's like, look at these two guys, Tanahashi, Yoshitatsu. These two guys, they're everything. The Dragon Aces, and then me at the helm. I may not be the best technical. I may not be high flying. I may not be the best technical again. My nerves are getting to me. I'm genuinely hyped for my own show because I'm a fucking mark. But he goes, this is, we're ready for this. The Shield have a streak. 6-man, no one can touch them. They rock around here. They've done bidding for the Dynasty. They've done things their own selves. But that ends at WrestleMania. We're going to break that streak. John Cena's going after Undertaker. We're going for our own. You're looking at 3 young guys. Alex Riley's kind of old, but we kind of ignore that. Look at 3 young guys who are dead set at proving themselves, at getting ourselves into a spot for future success. It's not make or break. It's not really make or break for them. Maybe Alex Riley, but we're gonna walk into WrestleMania. We're gonna look the Shield in the eye, and we are going to beat them on the WrestleMania pre-show because the card was too thick. This promo is really falling apart. Probably, that's kind of how I imagine it. Like out of kayfabe, is Alex Riley just cuts a fucking promo. It's like an Ultimate Warrior thing. It's like watching 2 dogs fuck, as Cornette would say. I'm not a Cornette fan, but I like that analogy. Whereas he disliked it, I kind of like that. It's like, okay, I don't know what the fuck he's going on about, but I get the overall message. Is he wants to beat the Shield. But people who can get good promos is these 2 men. It's Austin Aries, Sami Zayn. The match is official. Sami Zayn will challenge for Austin Aries' U.S. title, NXT title, not on the line this WrestleMania, as it was last year, but it is the NXT title, which, if this is your first video, is not a very, very prestigious title. There is no NXT, it's just FCW. But Austin Aries says, the future's looking so great for Austin Aries. He has a WrestleMania match. He would have had one regardless. But even though Sami Zayn tried to screw him, he was always going to go to WrestleMania, his first WrestleMania. And there's nothing greater than that. I mean, just look at me. I'm showered in gold. And you know what? Good for Sami Zayn. He gets to be on stage with one of the best champions and one of the only multi-champions in this company right now. When I was fired from that shitty Florida company by that meathead Hogan and that asshole Bischoff, they thought I was going to flounder. But here I am in the big leagues, the real leagues, holding all the gold. And Sami Zayn is just a stepping stone. A very well-timed stepping stone. Once I have this great match with him, and I beat him in that ring, I will go on to win the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship. Hell, I'll go for the women's title if I have to, but I'm the belt collector, and I want all the gold. And then we cut to Sami Zayn's promo. He's like dueling promos, one after the other. Sami is he is fired up. This is like NXT babyface Sami Zayn. He's like, you think I'm a stepping stone, Aries? Is that really what you think of it? You underestimate everyone that comes in your path. You were fired from TNA for being a cocky asshole. Let's just get things straight. And at WrestleMania, it's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts. Sorry, I just had a notification. I'm going to haluva kick you in the face. I'm going to brain bust you. And I'm going to win that United States Championship. Your little gold rush is going to end so drastically. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be sitting there wondering what happened. And the only thing you'll have to know is that you underestimated us. You underestimated me. It's going to cost you dearly at the Showcase of the Immortals. So Austin Aries, Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen just kind of in the background doing his Kevin Steen thing, helping out his best friend, ready and set for that United States Championship match. We have a 99A fucking match because, why not? As Randy Orton defeats Wade Barrett with the RKO, 2 Money in the Bank competitors proving each other. Randy Orton obviously bitches if he doesn't win, but a good result nonetheless, as this was a fucking fantastic match to have. And after the match, England's finest run down, like, time to beat up Randy Orton. Wade Barrett's like, no, don't do it. And Randy Orton sees him coming a mile away. He's like, RKO 1, RKO 2. Okay, and Wade Barrett's like, shit, he just lost all his help that he could have had at WrestleMania. They're down because barely one RKO to Doug Williams. I mean, one RKO to Doug Williams at this point is probably like death. Which is, bam, he ggets hit just by just a kick, a super kick by John Morrison. I was like, what's up, bitch? And he looks over to Wade Barrett, and Wade's like, hey, and he kicks Wade Barrett in the face. This is John Morrison's time. Money in the Bank around the corner. He's dead set on winning it. This is his fucking time, and he is going to win it. We have another dueling promo segment in which we have Punk, Lesnar, or as I call them, Hey Snarl. Hey Snar. Not Hey Snarl. Hey Snarl would be fitting, but Hey Snar is funnier. And Jericho with, Paul Heyman just, he does what Paul Heyman does best. I can't do Paul Heyman justice. He's just like, this is Brock Lesnar. Look at these other two men and look at Brock Lesnar. Look at back, look again. Look at back, look again. He's going to eat them. He's going to literally eat them and shit them out at WrestleMania. Chris Jericho's old. CM Punk's overrated. He's going to beat the fuck out of them. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great match. Not for technical prowess, because you're going to watch a grown man take two men and beat the shit out of them with each other like a kid playing with action figures. It's going to be great. We got the Punk who's just not giving a shit, and he's just like, Brock, you went to the UFC. I would never go to the UFC, first of all. That would just be a dumb idea. You don't have a great record. You know that, right? It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. You're no Tank Abbott, but you're nothing special. I know Paul does all the work for you, but does it ever come across your brain that you're full of shit? You're out of my league. You were a great wrestler back in the day, but you barely show up now. I'm surprised you make it to Raw. If you had the champion, I bet you would never even fucking show up. And Jericho, Jesus Christ, Jericho, what happened to you? You were main eventing at the beginning of last year. Now you barely put on performances that are worthy of my time. You're not... Why are you even in this match? I regret inviting you to this match. I believe this match was your idea. You're an idiot. What else to say? And that's just how his segment ends, and Jericho's like, I know everyone's underestimating Chris Jericho. But, the Ayatollah of rock and roll has many, many surprises up his sleeve. I've never faced Brock. I've faced Punk before, and I could beat Punk again. But Brock is the real challenge, and I'm looking at it from every angle. I know people have said it before. Probably Punk just said it in these promo videos. But Brock is overrated as fuck, isn't he? That little MMA thing, it doesn't mean shit when you get in the wrestling ring. There's no better wrestler than Chris Jericho. I am the GOAT. And at WrestleMania, I'm going to prove that. That's all Chris Jericho has to say about that. You stupid idiot. And those are those promos hyping up the triple threat. Who is the real, quote-unquote, best in the world at WrestleMania. And we have an important segment before our main event, which Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, they're just sitting backstage, getting ready, looking at the camera. And they're like, this WrestleMania is the most important WrestleMania ever. No disrespect to other Manias. Mania X7, Mania 3, Mania 10. Mania 10 was pretty good. But this is important. Much like Austin beating Shawn Michaels, Hogan slamming Andre, or Hogan and The Rock going one-on-one. Did I say Austin going over Hogan? No, I said Michaels. I'm a fucking dipshit. This is the dawn of something new. This is like when John and Batista won their respective matches together. This is the dawning of a new era. Even then, Triple H held onto the reins, and he's still around today. We have nothing against Triple H. Kofi's like, I have a lot, actually. I'm gonna fucking put him in a hospital. Barrett's like, that's great. And I really, at the end of the day, have nothing to do with The Miz. They've made this more personal than anything. Because they can get over it. And that in pro wrestling, one person wins, one person loses. It's going to be us that wins and them that loses. But it happens all the time. They're so scared, they're so insecure, that they don't want to lose what they've built up. That they had to build because the world was changing. The world of WWE will change. New general managers. A new lead in the company. Everything is evolving. On Sunday at WrestleMania, Kofi is going to put one man out to pasture. And I'm going to put out one title reign to pasture. This is a new era. It's come full circle. I'll see you there. And they get ready and they go out to their main event for the evening. Triple H, Miz, Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. And in a 99 A-star main event, Triple H and The Miz defeat Kofi and Daniel Bryan by cheating. The Miz cheats, and he cheats. It's what you would expect at this point. Triple H is very pissed off that he cheats for some reason. It's like, why even at this point do you care? But it's more an issue of just The Miz being a huge dick. And after that, The Miz walks up the ramp and he's laughing his ass off because he expects a bad reaction from Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan, he's learned a lot. He's learned from CM Punk that it doesn't really matter sometimes in one match. It's at the main event. It's at the most key moment where you have to strike. And this kind of pisses The Miz off. But what he doesn't see is Triple H coming up from behind him. He doesn't attack him. Miz twirls around and he sees him. Then Kane and the Big Show come out. And Randy Orton comes out too. And they look to the ring. They don't do anything. It's just this idea that maybe the dynasty isn't dead. Maybe they can work together. Maybe they really can win all the proverbial gold at WrestleMania 30. And that's how we end Monday Night Raw, the go-home show. 98 A-star, up in 28 regions. It's like I booked WrestleMania. It is honestly like it, didn't I? I mean, this like third hour, holy shit. But you know what? It's not about match phrasing, it's about story, and fuck, the story was great in my opinion. I don't care what you have to say. Well, I care what you have to say, but in my opinion it was great. Dave Meltzer gave it 4.5 stars, so you can suck my dick. So, WrestleMania, baby. One more show, and it's WrestleMania. I will see you guys then.